Right, 6 September 2025, and today I'm so excited to be giving you the morning update, and I would like to welcome all the guys on all our platforms, and I apologize for last night's sound, which was very bad, and also for our guys on TikTok who are sorting out the situation, so it's going to be sorted out very soon in terms of camera and how things are looking. I don't like the way it's looking, but don't worry, it will all be addressed very, very soon. So let's quickly go through some of the things that I want to cover today. And particularly, I want to cover what we've seen yesterday, and that is the way that Chiwenga's office is looking. And this was revealed during a visit yesterday by one of the Zimbabweans who works for an international organization, and she's called Chido Mpemba. So after a visit, I've been reviewing the office of Chiwenga, how it's looking, and guys, it's terrible. The office of Chiwenga is looking so bad. Look at the blinds in the Chiwenga's office. It's clear that Mnangagwa is not providing any resources for the repair in this office. Look at that flag. They're falling, the blinds are falling, the furniture is old, and this is not an office where you can entertain international guests. Chiwenga entertains international guests in this office, and you can clearly see that this office is in a state of disrepair. So I don't normally like to do this, but look at that. Imagine if an international person is coming and they see such an office. This is terrible. And I hope that they do something about Chiwenga's office, broken blinds, dropping flags. This is very bad. And I know that there is a budget in the office of the president to fix such things. Chiwenga is trying to do his best. And look at his chair. It's properly written CGDN Chiwenga. So look at that chair there. He's trying to do his best, but this is terrible. So one of those things that you see, if you're not observing, you won't see it. But it's terrible that the office of a vice president is in this state, especially the blinds. Simple things like blinds, they cost no more than $100. You have blinds that are properly fixed. You can also make sure that the office itself is in the proper state, but it's terrible. What you saw yesterday during that visit by young Chido Mpemba is terrible. She is stunning though, but imagine that. Imagine the office of a president or a vice president looking like this. And I hope that this is not the way that all offices in the presidium look. When I went to ZANU-PF, it was shocking what I saw. I went to the offices, various offices in ZANU-PF. Old computers, dust on the window sills, broken lifts. It was terrible what I saw when I went to ZANU-PF, and I hope that they fix this kind of situation. This is very bad. When international guests, investors, all these people come to these offices, they expect to see offices that in a good state of repair. So they need to fix Chiwenga's office, and I'm very happy to see that Minnie's wedding dress picture is over there on the wall. But really, it's bad. The situation in Chiwenga's office, the way it is in such a state of disrepair, especially those blinds. When I saw them, I was like, is this really the office of a president or of a vice president? Terrible, terrible. Mnangagwa, fix those offices, fix all of them. Right, I think we've covered that. Let's quickly go through some news. And I want to give you some very interesting news, starting with what is happening with Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa has arrived in Eswatini and is going to be opening some sort of traditional event that is taking place over there in Eswatini. And Mnangagwa was welcomed by women that are not dressed at the top. He was so shocked, he was so shy. Mnangagwa, Shumba yakapera mazino. Shumba yakapera mazino. That is crazy. I could not the embarrassment that Mnangagwa had. He could not look. He was like looking on the side. Oh, sorry, poor Mnangagwa. He can't look at topless women. That is crazy. So look hard. Don't look away, Mnangagwa. I think then that is Mnangagwa today. And then let's look at other events. What other events do we have today? I don't have any particular events. Particularly, I have not been following because yesterday I traveled. I was not able to see what happened to Robert Kiyosaki. So I'll give you guys an update on that event that was in Harare yesterday. That is Robert Kiyosaki. Then let's quickly look at a feature. So Bordeaux is in the news today. Bordeaux is becoming a high density area. Particularly, there is a fight over flats that are being built in Bordeaux. So if you go to Newsday newspaper on Saturday, you're going to see that there is a new plan that has been set up in Bordeaux that is called the Borrowdale Local Plan, LP32. So under this plan, they are building almost 20 new high density areas in Bordeaux. And these are Pokugara, Bordeaux Valley Estate, Karik Cree Estate, the Plains at Bordeaux, Millennium Heights, Jacaranda Heights, Northgate Heights, the Hills Estates, Nyereji Estate, Bordeaux, Queenington Cluster, and other developments on Hedzo Drive. So what is happening is that the people in Bordeaux who are existing are saying that there shouldn't be these developments because it's not allowed to have what we call high density in their low density. So they're fighting. Unfortunately, these plans have been approved. So they're complaining that there's no sewer, there are no services like schools. And to make matters worse, these buildings were done through corruption. So go and check out the Newsday newspaper. There's a big fight, but the demand is insatiable. So look at these flats. This flat in Bordeaux is at Jacaranda. It costs 245,000. That is 5 million for a 2-bed. But they are being snapped up like nobody's business. And it's making Bordeaux such a high density area. However, if you've ever driven in Bordeaux, you realize that there's no servicing of the roads. So many potholes. The last time I went and drove around Bordeaux, especially at the back, it was bad. Like there is so many potholes, the roads you can barely pass, and people have to drive Mercedes-Benz over there. However, the demand is so much, and that is why there's so many people coming into Bordeaux. So go check out that newspaper, Newsday, on Saturday. There is a big story over there, and I'll feature some of it on Gambakwe. Lack of public services, environmental damage, building in wetlands, corruption, no water. Bordeaux is like Kumusha right now. It's terrible. Yaka broker. So Bordeaux Yaka broker. It's terrible. Okay, so go check that out in the Newsday newspaper. Then let's look at other stories. And I want to go to a terrible story that has happened overnight. 3 children have died in Redcliffe. So you can go to Herald and check out. They were electrocuted when parents were at church. So that happened less than 3 hours ago. 3 children from one family were electrocuted. And this is very bad. Check your electric connections. Make sure that when your house is connected, it gets an electric certificate. Even if it's solar. Solar is also can also catch fire. So here in South Africa, many tall buildings have been destroyed, especially in Cape Town. Last year, a big building at Vodacom caught fire because the panels caught fire. So in this particular case, 3 children were in the house and they were electrocuted. When the parents got home, the children were passed away. It is bad. And please check your connections in Zimbabwe, especially. Don't use poor materials. Earth your connections, and make sure that there are no exposed wires. Very, very important. Then at Joe Pomona, Delishungwaya has welcomed members from the Zimbabwe, the Uganda Defense Forces. So go check it out on Joe Pomona. That thing is a dump. Joe Pomona is a dump. It's a dump. Joe Pomona is a dump. No one has ever bought Joe Pomona. I'm not lying, guys, the dump. No one has ever bought the technology at Joe Pomona except for Harare. We're forced to take it. It's just with visa. And then let's go to our bloggers. You can see that I'm going to be fast today. I've got a meeting in less than 20 minutes. So our bloggers, today I'm featuring the Mgowe family. So this family is building in the raw areas. And I don't encourage you guys to do this. So this is one family that I really watch. But I like the fact that they've got a house. It's nice. So the Mgowe family channel is more of one of those raw channels that we are featuring. And it's a husband and wife channel. And as I said, raw areas need to be transformed. So look at how much land is in the raw areas, but nothing happening. So this family yesterday have shown off their new car. So they've bought a new car. You can go and watch the Mgowe family. It's one of the most watched families. So among the families that are currently on YouTube, the Mgowe family are probably one of the most watched family. I'm trying to find their car, but I can't find it. So you have to go to the channel. In fact, here is the car. So they've gone to the raw areas and they've been showing off the new house that they're constructing. And then yesterday they've shown off their new car in Navara, and they're going to be offering services where when you come from the diaspora, you can go there and they'll drive you around in their new car. So go check it out. But let me give you advice about diaspora and going back home. First and foremost, at the moment, Zimbabwe is not ready for you to go back home, especially if you're in the diaspora. Zimbabwe is not ready. Zimbabwe is very difficult. And yesterday, my favorite family, Miribidi House, they've produced a video. So I like this lady. I think she's amazing. So she has given a 30-minute video explaining how to go back to Zimbabwe, when to go back, and what can go wrong when you go back to Zimbabwe. So that is Miribidi House. They've left Zimbabwe now. They've gone back to the UK. My favorite family, I've been following them almost on a daily basis. And one of the things that you have to understand about Zimbabwe, it's backward. So Zimbabwe is looking the same way it was looking in 1980. It is as if it is stuck in history. So if you grew up at Murambinda in 1980, you walk to Murambinda now, it's the same. If you grew up at Nyika, you go to Nyika now, it's the same. If you grew up at Gundum Pandawana, you go back to Gundum Pandawana, it's the same. If you go to Harare CPT, the same thing that you saw in 1980 is the same. These guys have done nothing. Mnangagwa has done nothing. Mnangagwa aka broker. That is the problem. So when you think of going back to Zimbabwe, only go back on one condition. You are going back when there's a new government. And we've got 2 years. And I want it to be clear to many, many young people. This hunger to go back home, forget about it. Shaka broker. Let me see my comments here. Yesterday I missed out very important comments. So as I was saying, don't feel the hunger to go back home. Don't build when you're not there. Have a lot of money. Time is coming. So in a short space of time, time is coming when you'll be able to go home and it'll be fine. Don't try to be a hero. Unokwara ku Zimbabwe. It's very painful in Zimbabwe. You will soon regret it if you try to go back to Zimbabwe, especially if you don't have a business. Then let's go to business. So I said business. Business. So Getbacks have revealed their results. So Getbacks is doing very well. And these results are in Zig. And you know how much I hate Zig. Normally, if you produce your results in Zig, I don't read them. But let me show you the results of GetBucks. GetBucks says reported a result of 30 billion in Zig. So that is 30 billion. If you change that to USD, you divide by 30, just to simplify. So they basically made about $1 billion US in revenue. That is amazing. So GetBucks doing very, very well. You can go check out these results inside of the Newsday newspaper. So that is the GetBucks results doing very well. Then in Umguza, Homelink has announced a new development, a low density development in Umguza near Bulawayo. And there are 197 residential stands here. So it's called Homelink Park. And there were people there like Mangunja and Soda. Soda, he was over there. And this is a low density area with 197 residential and 4 commercial stands. So you can go and check it out, Homelink Park, and I'll try to feature it. So Bulawayo is also one of the most painful places to build because your house is dead capital. You cannot do anything with it. So Zimbabwe is a big, giant dead capital place. Once you build a house, you can't do anything. You can build a house in Bordeaux for $5 million, which I render for 1,000. So it's dead capital. I don't know why people do it, but they do build. And Homelink Park in Bulawayo, if you are looking for a residential stand that is verified, go over there, Homelink Park. And I'm sorry, guys, on TikTok who can't see me, who can't see the stands. So that is Homelink Park in Bulawayo. Okay, what else do I need to cover? Let's go to South Africa. In South Africa, a new political party has been launched yesterday by Floyd Shivambu. And the president is Floyd Shivambu. I like it. I like a man who launches. Wakambonere munhu anofonera beboti azviri sei baby kuri kupisa here kumba nhasi kuri kutonhora. Floyd Shivambu goes in. Oh, that is the man. I like it. He's launched a party. We don't want vanhu vanodzana. So Floyd Shivambu is a man and he's launched a party. However, people are saying the logo of his party, look at that logo, is exactly the same logo as that of MK and of EFF. So they look the same. I don't know what to say. I don't care because what is a logo anyway? A logo is nothing. But the vice president, one of them is very interesting. Nolubawalo Mutringa, one of the most interesting women. Go check her out online. She's very interesting. There are 2 vice presidents in this party, and they're going to be contesting in the elections. So that is what we want. We don't want reluctant leaders. Floyd Shivambu is not a reluctant leader. South Africa is going to do very, very well. The young people of this country love their country. That is what I like about South Africa. I was in Zimbabwe last week. One day, got in Blower and Plumtree. There's no water. Yes, true. Don't go to Zimbabwe and say you're moving, especially with your kids. You're going to destroy your kids' lives. Chaka Broka, Chinyeka Ichi, it needs a new leader. It's sad. And then let's go quickly to the newspapers. Let's start with the Herald. Let's see if they've published. Where is Jenfan? Where is Jenfan? Bataivanu. Mukoma wangu. I don't know. Most of the kids are now younger than me. I don't know if it's a doctor when they're younger than Gambakwe. It makes no sense. Let's look at the Herald newspaper on Saturday. And we're going to start with the top stories here. They will never tell you about what I showed you about Chiwenga's office. They're scared. Let's quickly look here. Mnangagwa with the president or the King Mswati. The King Mswati is 111. Somebody Jaroa. President Mnangagwa greets King Mswati at 111 at the state banquet. That is terrible. And then let's see Mnangagwa showing off some Chinese guys at the Municipal People's Congress. Zvakafanana nekusangana na councillor. Mnangagwa met the councillor of China over there. Let me see what else we have in there. Sorry, apologies, guys. This newspaper just popped out away from me. So, public notice, City of Harare. The public is being advised that there shall be a temporary road closure for the national cleansing prayer along Seke Road from Chinamo Service Station to Zororo Memorial Park on the 7th of September 2025 from 11 to 1400. So they're closing the, what do you call this? The road. Okay, guys, just 1 second. 1 second. All right, so they're closing the road, and that is for a national prayer. Let's look in the 7th. Tomorrow, don't drive on Seke Road. Avoid Seke Road. It's going to be closed. Let's see what else is there. Okay, this newspaper is big, and they published it, so I didn't manage to look at it. Look at the results of Quality Insurance Company. So let's look at the results of Quality Insurance Company. 1 second, guys. So this is 63 billion rands. Guys, we're back into the days of the 60 billions. 63 billion rands. That is the, are you watching me? 63 billion rands. Quality Insurance. What is Quality Insurance? I don't know this company. Maybe they've changed their name. So some of these companies have lost track of them. But the 63 billion is $2 billion. So that is crazy. You've got companies that are now making $2 billion in Zimbabwe. I wonder what that company is. And then there's some international news here. And what else is here? What soccer are we having today? I'll let you guys know about what soccer we're having today. But let's look at athletes at the heart of Olympicism, Coventry. Ketsi Coventry seems to be living a lot in Zimbabwe. I don't know if she stays over there or she's in Zimbabwe most of the time. And then Warriors' nightmare continues. Zimbabwe was beaten 2-1. Any faint hope that Zimbabwe had of get crashing in the FIFA World Cup evaporated in the heat at the Alassane Ouattara Stadium, Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, with the Warriors remaining winless after they failed to Benin a Group C encounter yesterday. So Zimbabwe has lost a match. Shaka Brocker. Brocker. It is not going to work. Zimbabwe won't be in the World Cup, guys. But remember what I said, you can volunteer to be in the World Cup and to be the Zimbabweans who are there. And then there's Binga Beach. We're going to talk more about Binga Beach. You know my plans for Binga. We want to put a military plant city 100 kilometers wide, 100 kilometers deep between Kariba and Binga. Are we right? Yes, between Victoria Falls and Binga, over there, Victoria Falls and Binga, Victoria Falls and Kariba, 100 kilometers. The army is going to have a big military planned city. So I said army, but military. That means everyone in security. You are going to get a massive house over there under the plans of M31 Zimbabwe. Then let's quickly look at the Chronicle newspaper. Technology is power. So what happened is that Tatenda Mabetera was at, I think it's Mawabeni, if I'm not mistaken, and they have put in some sort of internet cafe in the Zimpost there, but I don't think this is the story. So let's see what this story is about. I'm seeing Sekuru Masuka, Sekuru Wangu, Sekuru Masuka over here, Dr. Anxious Masuka, retired General Levi Maishome, and Superintendent Moses Chapedza, Tipadze. Listen to this official explaining how the only installed alarm systems working during the tour of Nyamandlovu Aquifer. So Sekuru Masuka is like a vice president. You always see him launching something. So he's probably the most senior minister right now inside of Zimbabwe. Now look at Homelink Park. I just shown you there. And then Councillor Mpumelelo Moyo convicted of bribery. This is a joke. No one must be convicted in Bulawayo. Everyone is corrupt in the Bulawayo City Council. So let me tell you what happened. We went to the Bulawayo City Council with a project where 20 people wanted to build a cluster with us. We were the only people there when the thing closed. So you were supposed to tender and the thing closed and we were the only people there. We said, good, but the only people here. When we came back the next time, guess what? We lost. Someone else won the tender. How can you win when you didn't submit in time? So Bulawayo City Council are very corrupt. I hope that David Cottert has fixed that problem. Ever since that land was sold, there was a filling station in Nkulumane, a land somewhere near Nast. Nothing has happened. It's dead. No one has developed anything. They just buy the land and keep it. And that is a problem in Bulawayo. Nothing happening because of corruption. So don't victimize this man. He's just doing what everyone else is doing. Then Barbara Sanganani Kambanai World Tour Expo is more than once off showcase. She's doing very well. I think she's done a good job with this expo. And you can go over and check it out anytime you like. I'll give you details sometime tomorrow about what's happening. But this weekend, I know that they're starting flights. And so let's see how it goes. Then let's look at the Independent of South Africa, the Independent newspaper of South Africa. KZN hospitals stressed by staff shortages. So no one in these offices, only 3 staffing a ward of 60, and they still have to do cleaning. This is terrible. What are these beautiful ladies? Frosted with flair, getting ready for the sweetest picnic in town are Chef Sivahle of the Sweet Slice and Roselle Molloy from Roberta Alessandri Moto. So you can go check it out on the Independent on Saturday. I haven't had time to look at these newspapers, but I think I've covered everything. We've covered Newsday, we've covered Chronicle, we've covered Herald, and what else is left? Let's quickly go to our people. So that is Facebook. I hope that you guys can hear me. Yesterday, I came home late, only to find out that my sound was bad. So I couldn't hear myself when I was reviewing the video. So I'm sorry about that. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Don't just keep quiet. Mokwara, you'll be seeing me talking but not hearing anything. So our sound was so bad yesterday and I had to remove the video. It's terrible. It's terrible. So if you can't hear me, let me know. All right, let's go to our people. And we're going to start with who? Let's start with Minnie. Minnie is amazing. I like it. She's probably one of the best people ever to grace the office of Second Lady of Zimbabwe. Meet the beautiful Miss Universe Zimbabwe, Lashanda Moyas. Lashanda Moyas, I don't get it. Lashanda Moyas, I don't get it. I don't want to lie to you guys. I don't get it. And I've never seen her talking. So I don't know if I can say she's pretty or not. Lashanda Moyas, I don't know. Honest, there are certain times where girls are like, but so I don't know about Lashanda Moyes if she's there or not. So let's move before Nakwara. Let's go to Madam Boss. Honestly, the first like Miss Universe, whatever, that I've got no emotion about is Lashanda Moyes. And then guess my outfit from Duke Esley tomorrow. So she's going to be having, there's going to be Duke Esley in the UK. And that is in the UK, 6 September, 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. at College Del Farm today. Tichaonerera, to my short, and to my skate. Today you're going to see that is in the UK. If you're in the UK, go over there and please control yourself. Musatorema picture, a van. And then there's a school called Empowering Young Minds over here. Go check it out on her page and let's see what she's talking about over here. I hope there's no. Okay, that is Shirikadze. I don't talk about Shirikadze. Shirikadze. Let's go to Honorable Chido Sanyatwe. Chido Sanyatwe is saying, or she's tagged in a post, and then the post says, Chairman Kilativani album Ravacha Kupai Ipapa. The best song Ipapa inonzinerera Taramba Jema Drama Nema Group. So as I said, Sanyatwe Anzilam is going to be coming very soon. You're going to hear him. He wants to contest. He's got what to call presidential ambitions. 2028 is going to be so interesting. You have never seen an election like 2028. The people that are going to contest are going to shock you because Mnangagwa is gone. It's going to be shocking. You won't believe, or you won't be able to believe what is going to happen. Unfortunately, my connection seems to be dead on X. I don't know why X is like this. So I tried to look for Chamisa. I can't get in. I tried to look for Sanyatwe. I can't get in. That's crazy. So maybe we have to do it another time. So you see, I'm typing x.com and nothing's coming out. So nothing's coming out on Sanyatwe. I wanted to show you what Sanyatwe is doing or saying, but at the moment, it's not happening. Then let's go to SADC. I want to look at SADC very quickly. So on SADC, invitation to register for online participation on the 31st Southern Africa Climate Outlook Forum. So if you like to be bored, observers undergo 4-day refresher training ahead of the official launch in Malawi. So they're doing refresher training. Let's see who is here from Zimbabwe. So this is SADC people looking very smart. I like it. SADC is starting to get their respect back after Mnangagwa is gone. So that is SADC. Go check it out on the SADC Facebook page. And then you also have people at Cresta. Maya Lab here. This lady, you know her. She's from Zimbabwe. So that is SADC doing very well and starting to get respect in the region. And then who else do we want to look at? President Hakainde Hichilema. I'm very worried about President Maboko. He's not posting, and that's very rare. So we held insightful meeting with the local and regional leadership of the Seventh-day Adventist Church at State House. You know that President Hakainde Hichilema is a member of the SDA. So this is a big meeting. It's like meeting the Pope for him. So this is like meeting the Pope when he meets these guys from the SDA. But I'll tell you about SDA guys one day. It's very interesting. SDA has got some of the most powerful people in the region. Almost everyone that you know is in that church. And it's interesting. Then let's look at President Maboko. As I said, he hasn't posted in a very long time. And I'm very concerned because he normally posts very regularly. So I don't know what's happening with President Dumaboko. It's very rare. Maybe there's another page he's using. So we'll search if there's another page that is using to post. All right. I think I've covered everyone of interest. And this is amazing. Let's quickly look at the Saturday Star before we look at the comments. And I'll be gone. I've got my meeting in the morning. Guys, we are fundraising. So let's stop the sharing. We are fundraising and we want to raise $1 million for our campaign, Gambakwe 2028. If you have a president like this, he's up every morning, he's up every evening, he's talking about rail, he's talking about $1,500 in your pocket, he's talking about 160 new cities. That is the Zimbabwe you need, not Zimbabwe. In 1940, in 1960, Mnangagwa is best and say, Zimbabwe in 1960. 1960 years it's Zoro. Tuze zvako zvino. Usatuza zva 1960. Mnangagwa wakabroka Mnangagwa. Ari kuuraya vanhu nenzara. All right, I think I've covered most of the stuff I wanted to cover. Let's see if there's anything inside of the Saturday Star. And I'm surprised to see that sometimes this newspaper is published so late on Saturday. I don't know if the guys go to a beer drink on a Friday. So when you look on Saturday, it seems like I'm the only guy who's up, and that is crazy. So let's start with Saturday Star. Okay, Saturday Star has published. That's amazing. I like this Saturday Star because it's got a business section that I like. So if you're in South Africa, you get newspapers for free. The only country where you don't pay for newspaper. I mean, every single newspaper in South Africa is free. Right now, when I get to the airport, when I go to the airport, I'm going to be able to pick up any newspaper that I want. Like and read it for free. I can go to any library and get any newspaper for free. So, flotilla aims to break Gaza's blockade. Who is that? I don't know anything about it. Pass. Pass. I don't talk about this topic at all. You will never hear me talking about such a topic in my whole life. So if you want to find out about it, you can go and read it yourself. Today, the newspaper has got nothing of interest. This newspaper has been captured, guys. I can't believe what they wrote there. All right. Now, let's look at the car from China. So they're saying this car, Omoda C9, is better than any German car. So that is 785,000. It has build quality, features and value far exceeding what is offered from German luxury marques at a price of a Korean or Japanese model. I will never drive a Chinese car. It will never happen, guys. I cannot lie to you. I will not do it. I don't trust it for now. So maybe you guys can do it, but I can't do it. All right, then there's Mayweather and Tyson to meet in 2026. So Mayweather and Tyson are going to fight in 2026. You can go check it out on their channels. And then let's see if there's anything in business. I like this guy's business section, but they spoiled due to the headline. I don't like that headline. It's the worst headline I've ever seen. And then Eden Park in Auckland is the center of the rugby universe this morning as the Springboks and the All Blacks square up in the most eagerly awaited rugby match since the teams contested in the World Cup in 2023. So go check out this match that is taking place inside of South Africa, a big rugby match. If you're a rugby fan, go over there at Eden Park. Okay, I think we've covered everything. Let's recap the top stories. And guys, I'm very unhappy about this story. Look at Chiwenga's office. So we said Chiwenga's office yesterday, when he received a visitor, it became clear that Chiwenga's office is in a state of disrepair. The blinds are falling. And this is an office that hosts big international people. Mnangagwa is making sure that this office is in disrepair. Look at that furniture, very old furniture. Look at the carpets and look at the blinds that are falling apart. And this is not looking presidential. So they need to fix all these offices inside of Mnangagwa's office. All they need to do is to take, let's say, a design software, a very silly AI design software, and say, redesign this office, right? Make it more modern. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can quickly do it here. Mnangagwa is not serious. All his stuff is old. Zaka Chembera. If you go to Zimbabwe, it's like you've gotten into history, into past history. When is our country going to do well? When is our country going to look like other countries? Where you can be proud. So let's say redesign. Okay, redesign this office, make it modern, and put technology and designs around it. That is Chiwenga's service. So let me see what my AI is going to do. We're saying office ichi. It's terrible. Can't you fix your own vice president's office so that when people come back? So we've redesigned it for you. Let me show you the redesigned one. Mnangagwa, so easy. Let me show you what my AI has brought up. Mnangagwa, we've redesigned the office at Chiwenga for you. And you're going to see how beautiful it looks. My AI is stunning. So we've got one design, right? I can do this the whole day. So let me show you the new design. Boom. That is Chiwenga's new office. We fixed it for you. Guys, what do you think? Give me a like if you like this new office. Yeah, Chiwenga. That is what a president's office should look like. Mnangagwa, look at this. My AI took 2 minutes to think. Okay, 2 seconds. That is the current office of Chiwenga. My AI has just fixed it for you. When you bring in an international guest, look at the table. Everything's the same. The tables, everything's the same. This is your current office of your vice president. All you need to do is that. And this is, you see outside, Gambakwe is fixed, the town. Look at the light. Look at Munumutapa. You put statue yako ya Munumutapa, what uko left. Mnangagwa, honestly. Oh, sorry guys on TikTok. Guys, do you see how simple things are? 1 second. You don't have to think. You just go there and say, fix this, and we're done. Our vice president's office looks amazing. When people get in there, they're proud of it, and it's amazing. That is what we want. We want a modern Zimbabwe. We want to do well, and we don't want this prehistoric thing. Kusungana, kumanyisana, kurowana. Mnangagwa ari kurava vanhu nenzara. Mnangagwa akabroka. Oxile akabroka. Sean akabroka. Kuda akabroka. Emerson Jr. akabroka. Collins Mnangagwa. Kakomana kapfupi. Kanofarira vasikana vakareba. Kakabroka. So under these guys, we'll never get anywhere. We'll never get to this point. And this thing that I'm showing you here on the screen. So if you look on our YouTube, if you are in TikTok, it costs no more than $2,000 to do all this. $2,000, 40,000 rands. You can bring in a designer. When I did my shop, it cost me 8,000 rands to do the design. And everything was brought in for less than 30,000 rands. So with 40,000, you can make such an office for Chiwenga. Not that garbage that you have in the office of the vice president right now. Office of a vice president with falling blinds, with the flag, kakadona beside. So let's put back the flag. Let's put back the flag. Where is the flag? So let's ask the AI, where is the flag? So guys, this is so exciting. I spent the whole day doing this. And the kind of visions you can see, AI is destroying everything. Like in terms of, if you're a designer, you are finished. Because I can design, you take your house, let's say your house, your current house now. You take a photo and you put it in the AI and say, I want to change this house to make it look nice. Fix it for me. It will create something. So let's see if he has put it back. Yes. I want to show you with the new flag. Like after I put back Chiwenga's flag, right? Guys, this is only the last thing I'm going to do because I need to go. And I've already gone for 45 minutes. I'm talking longer than Makandiwa. So let me show you with the flag. So let's say Chiwenga likes his flag. I can even say, where is Mini's picture? And it will put back. So that is amazing. That is what we want. When we say the president's office or the vice president's office doesn't look good, that's what we mean. Look at the flag. We've put back the flag of the vice president. Look at the carpets. It's all the same. Nothing has changed. We just changed the desk. We just changed the walls. We put it so that his medals are back there. We made it such that there's light in the office. So you open the window, you remove those blinds, and those books, you put them behind there, inside the cabinet, and look at how beautiful it looks. And your vice president is respectable among other nations. So I think I've covered everything. Something is happening. I'm losing my light. And I have to go, guys. I've got people that are waiting for me. Let's do well. Our country is in a position to do well. And remember, Zimbabwe has remained behind of all other countries. But our region is generally not doing well. South Africa is regressing, is going backwards. But I like the fact that the youngsters are taking charge. So people like Floyd, I love them. I love Floyd. He's not hesitating. He is taking power. You see, Julius Malema, when he stands up and speaks, he is someone that is respectable. Even the older people, Jacob Zuma, when he's talking, he's respectable. He doesn't sit there and let things fall. In our country, our leaders let things fall and collapse. All they talk about is history. Here we are selling blueberries to China. What is selling blueberries to China? Honestly, you go to China with an aeroplane and cost yourself millions and millions. And then you say, we're selling blueberries to China. Waka broker. All right. I would like to thank all of you for watching. And much respect to everyone who is giving a lot of effort. Especially today we featured Mugome family and my people, Miribidi house. I love them and they're doing very well. So go check it out. Look at how much weight she has lost. She lost so much weight when she was in Zimbabwe. But it's nice. I like it. Keep it up. Mom, I like it. Okay. I would like to thank all of you for watching. And for you guys who are on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, goodbye. I'll see you soon. And the guys who are in TikTok can stay with me as I wrap up. And we're going to be playing one song that we haven't played in a long time. And that is Gambakwe Uyo.
Kuno abo bano mama wanna get it nice. I know food I me so I know food I say I know kaya marigi kama kwetu tikomo Don't come
Gambakwe uyo anotara mari anogaya mari garai mamunzwa paninyaya pano zvamunoda kunzwa zvinotaurwa pano madiko kumunzwa mugova ne.com Gambakwe vanogaya mari vanotara mari vanosiya mari Gambakwe vanotara feya kuti pamberi zvichafamba sei vanoterere zvikubatsirei mukufamba kwenyu zvikubatsirei mirai ndikudze kuti chokwadi pano chizere Gambakwe vanogaya cash vanopa mafacts vanotara straight vane evidence vane confidence plus intelligence
entertainment current affairs and news Gambakwe don't come usasarire Gambakwe anugaya